Alright everyone, welcome to the finals of Topaz and Onyx. They already played 2 games, as you can see. And I'm joined here on the caster disc by Miwa, a new face. Hopefully you'll see a lot more of him in the spring split. So how you doing, Miwa?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing these 2 games. You know, I've been looking at these teams up and down just a little bit. You know, getting a good feel. Looks like it's gonna be a really exciting game.
It's gonna be a blast of 3 games. Hopefully we get 3 more games, as it is a best of 5. We already played 2 games at a LAN event in Denmark, where someone unluckily cut off the power and then the internet. So we had to just wait and postpone it for another day. And so we are here today, playing it. Hopefully you're all gonna be hyped, cause I'm certainly hyped.
I believe we've already got the draft completely set up, haven't we?
I'm not sure. The players wanna make a new one.
Ooh, so we might not be having the same draft as was agreed. That's a little bit controversial. Is that what's going on in the chat, I'm guessing?
Well, they are agreeing on making a new one, but Trine, our host, has to say that they can make a new one.
Okay. So, just run me down a few of these players a bit. You know how they've done the tournament so far. If you know any of that, all that nonsense.
Yeah. So we've got Onyx on the blue side this game, and they've really been stomping the Wintersplit. They went undefeated for 7 series. And they have been doing very well. They have a top laner, Meister Lama, as you can see. He really knows how to play the carry role. Been slacking on the tank role though in the last few months. I haven't really seen him play that much of those. But he's a good split pusher and a team fighter, especially like Kennen. This is really good pick. He was nominated for MVP award as well, with just champion Kennen.
Okay, fair enough.
What
about the rest of the teams? You know, what everyone else in the game? Is there anyone else that's like worth mentioning?
Yeah, there's Moby. He is the MVP for AD carry. He's a really aggressive player, and with Krills, he has a really insane bot lane. He likes to play the Tristana. So you can jump in, make those aggressive plays, get the kills, get an early lead. Because Tristana has a lot of damage in the early game. And Librix is an insane assassin player. He likes the Katarina, he likes the Zed, he likes the Yasuo as well. They're really good at playing around the split pushing. They're not playing like the really big team fighting one. They like to macro that, play a lot of good macro and win the games that way.
So a bit like, you know, slow play, wait for that little mid to late game and then just try and burst them down.
Yeah, that's what they like to do.
Okay. Well, you know, obviously I've not, you know, seen these teams play. I'm really looking forward to it. So overall, what do you think? Which team do you think has the higher chance of winning this game from what we've seen from maybe the first 2 games they've played?
It's faint in my memory, the first 2 games, but I think if you look at the ranks, that's what I can talk about. Topaz has 3 master players. The bot lane is master and the mid lane is master. Don't Banita does have Smurfs with high win rate on in D2. I don't think he's master yet. Peter Perker. Actually, I'm gonna just say Peter. Because it's
a curse, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a curse in Danish.
Also, have you rejoined the lobby?
No, I have an invalid code, it says.
Okay. My code seems to have worked. You might need somebody to leave one of the teams, so because you can't join if there's a full obviously team lobbies. But yeah, we should probably get that sorted out. In the meantime, though, what in the first couple games that they played, what were the champions that really stood out to you?
I don't really know actually, but I know that Sensational likes to play the like Tristana. He likes to play the Siva as well. He likes some of those late game champions. And really good with like the support because he's a playmaking support. And as Casca says, Lucian is a highly contested pick for the early game, and King Seraph is just a really good mage player with Seraph as his main champion.
Okay, so yeah, we know King Xerath, the bit of a Xerath one trick. He has been playing a bit of Victor, as we've seen from his solo queue games though. So yeah, obviously he has at least a little bit of flexibility when it does come to the champions. At least there is a few one tricks, such as maybe we'll go over to some like the higher ones like Grow Score or something like that, which they just don't really play any other champions. But he's been playing a bit Nico, Victor, around there, so at least he's got some sort of flexibility. Unlike some one tricks, it's kind of putting him a little bit of a step above the rest of the one tricks that might be in this game.
Yeah,
there is any,
well,
actually.
there's really not really any other one tricks, I'd say. There's just can play the Nico as well. He likes Nico, but we're getting into the pro draft actually, and each team has banned one champion each. So, and we see on the Onyx side, they've gone for the targeting AD carry, targeting Sensational. They banned Kai'Sa, Saya, banning the late game strong, and also like Kai'Sa's a bit of mid game as well. Topaz is banning Kennen and Thresh. What do you say about those picks?
Well, I think the Thresh generally is quite a good roaming sort of laning, good kind of a good pick for that sort of just the pick potential overall, quite a strong pick, but I don't know if it was necessarily required to ban. I don't know, obviously, if we do actually see some of the Onyx players maybe do playing Thresh. So
yeah, Krells is a really good Thresh player, and as we said, Meister Lammer plays the Kennen, so they've gone ahead and taken that off the board. Jarvan, they've really just gone for the engaged champions here and just taken out that sort of style. Onyx picks up Tristana, and Topaz gets Lucian Braum. What do you
Lucian
think?
Braum, that's just a lot of lane.
Not like
kill
them
pressure.
yet, actually.
Lucian Braum obviously having the massive synergy with the Braum passive and the Lucian passive mixed together, creating that really fast stun, a lot of kill pressure in the lane. They definitely need to pick a support that can keep that Tristana alive during those engages. Otherwise, that lane's gonna be really hard punished, and they might really try and they might really get punished for letting them take that.
Yeah, they might pick up the Morgana here, which can disrupt the stun. Yeah, they pick up the Morgana, so
yeah.
a bit of an you have to spell shield so you can stop the stun from hitting Tristana or yourself. What are you thinking about they might pick up now? I think they'll round it out with the jungler, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Or they could maybe go for that top lane and try and keep the jungle just a little bit later. Oh, there's Xin Zhao, maybe.
Yeah, Des in the jungle, he likes the early game champions. He likes Rek'Sai, he likes Xin Zhao. And the J4 as well. That's what he likes a lot, really, right now.
Yeah, we have seen the J4 being taken away, so he is going to pick that Xin Zhao, which is going to create a lot of lane pressure. And you know what? With the Xin Zhao's gank, the Lucian Braum might not stand too good of a chance against. Morgana's Q can bind someone long enough for Xin Zhao to be able to get those 3 auto attacks, and Tristana to get maybe that full E-bomb. There's the Xerath pick I was kind of expecting to see, King Xerath in the game. They've let the Xerath go through the first few bans, and now they're going to be, put subject to wrath of that Xerath pick.
Yeah, he's a Seraph, one trick, three trick probably. But his best champion is definitely the Seraph. That's what he's most comfortable on.
And they've banned out the Yasuo, obviously, it's just a pretty solid pick, I'm pretty sure. Still, obviously, with the Conqueror changes, made him quite strong, so...
Yeah, and Lubrix likes that champion, and it's just hard to deal for as Seraph. Well, you can win the lane, because you don't really have any spells that get blocked by his win wall. Only your E, but still a strong champion.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, the E being really pivotal for Xerath to get those engages off. Because, without that stun, Yasuo's just going to be able to ruin his day. Xerath's not going to be able to hit his Qs that easily, so...
Yeah, Onyx is targeting the jungle pool really hard. Banning the Graves, which is not really that big of a pick right now, to be honest. And then the Puppy. But it's just probably because Tristana can get interrupted and Xin Xiao can get interrupted by the puppy. I think that's a really good pick. They pick up the Scion. And Peter did play the Scion in the 2 other games. He's a substitute for the team. And he doesn't really play like a lot of picks top lane. I know he plays Draven, but that's AD carry. And he also plays Gangplank, but he's not really the star player on this team. That's really their mid lane, bot lane. So you expect him on the Scion.
Expecting these, tank sort of like utility top laners. Ooh, Katarina. That's an interesting pick. I like that. That looks like a really exciting game, honestly, with Katarina.
Yeah. It's what he was voted as an MVP for. That's his signature champion.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we're going to see some good Katarina play versus some good Xerath play. That's going to be really interesting. I really like watching Katarina's play. For me, I just find it really satisfying them just being able to dash around the team, and good Katarinas being able to just perfectly time their shumpos with for dodging like what Xerath, anything really.
Yeah, that looks really sick. They pick up Urgot, which has just recently been changed to be more of an assassin champion, with a huge buff on his E, gaining a shield and a lot of like attack damage scaling on that E. Also changing his like what runes people go on. I've seen a lot of people go Conquer on him because he's more of an assassin now. He does a lot more damage with his E, and his W level 5 is a toggle on, and it doesn't give any shield anymore.
In the last pick, we actually are going to see the Gragas being picked up for the team. They're a really good pick versus Katarina, with having a good amount of CC with the E and the ultimate to like cancel Katarina from using ulti, or just overall doing a lot of damage with like the Gragas famous combo.
Yeah, I'd say Topaz has got a decent lineup to deal with Katarina. They have a Braum with his shield, his ulti, and his passive, and provide some decent utility against the Katarina. Seraph has a stun. It's most likely gonna be missed if Katarina jukes it.
Yeah, but I think with the Braum though, is that Braum can use a shield to block a lot of damage from that Katarina's ultimate.
Yeah.
So if the team just sort of hides behind Braum, that Katarina's really going to do 0 damage in that ultimate.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably a bit tough.
However, given the opportunity, maybe of coming in late for a team fight, and maybe Lucian and Xerath are just a little bit out of place, that Katarina could be a bombshell. It could really pick them up a good amount of kills and maybe a good team fight or two.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Urgot play. He was changed, so I want to see how Meister Lama does with this champion up in the top lane. I'm really looking forward to that. I've not seen the new Urgot being played yet. It's gonna be hype. They might try and go for like some Xin Xiao camping up in the top lane to get that Urgot going, because he can apparently be doing a lot of damage.
Has the build changed for Urgot? So is he maybe going more of a lethality build this game, or has that not really been decided yet?
I actually don't know about that. Since I haven't seen an Urgot yet, I haven't seen what build people go.
Yeah, it's a moderately new patch, so it's not expected, obviously.
Yeah, it looks like I've just done a quick Google search, and it looks as the build is the same. Maybe you put a Death Dance and a Guardian Angel in there now, so because there's more AD scaling, and you still max the Qs and W second and E last.
Okay,
But it looks like Conqueror is the rune choice, yeah. Conqueror looks to be the choice of the rune, which most people go for.
Also, another thing to point out is that Topaz overall just have an incredibly tanky lineup in comparison to Onyx. Onyx kind of have, a couple maybe half tanks, I guess you consider them, but Topaz having really just 3 tanks in the lineup. That's a pretty hefty lineup if you ask me.
Yeah, that's true. It's like Onyx have a pseudo tank, because Urgot has a shield, Xin Xiao has that ulti, so you can't deal damage if you're out of his ulti. He also has a bit of healing, and Morgana has a spell shield, so it's like have a lot of damage they can utilize, but they also have some decent tools to save themselves and get some more tank stats out.
Yeah, obviously, and the thing is though, is that do Onyx really have that good of a way of dealing with these tanks? Like Tristana, obviously, Tristana, obviously, but
Urgot has his ultimate as well. When people are down at 25%, he can just grab them in, and they get slaughtered.
That is true, and we'll bring it to the early game of this game. Which team do you think really has the advantage when it comes to dragon pressure, tower pressure, etc.?
So if you look at the junglers, we have Gragas versus Xin Shao. So Gragas is most likely gonna go for the full clear with the Predator. Oh, actually, he could go for the Aftershock and just go for a more gank heavy thing, or like challenge the Skull Crabs if he goes for Aftershock. Xin Shao is gonna go for a lot of Skull Crabs. He's gonna be very aggressive. Maybe a level 2 gank in the mid lane. Versus a Seraph could be nice to force his flash early. Probably not a level 2 gank bot lane, since Lucian Braum is pretty strong actually, level 1 through 2.
Yeah, obviously, maybe Tristana possibly could do well in that situation though, because obviously with the scaling E damage, can actually end up doing a decent amount of damage. It'll be interesting to see what the Xin Zhao does, because I think he has a lot of options, and it really will determine what's going to happen in that mid game, depending on where Xin Zhao decides to gank. If it goes mid, top, or bot.
Yeah, well, if you look at the bot lane, Lucian Braum is a really strong early game lane, and they really need to win this lane pretty hard, so Tristana gets far behind. Otherwise, she's just gonna scale up and be more relevant than the Lucian.
Yeah, that is a really good point though, actually. And Onyx having that good amount of just overall team damage, if they're able to kill that Lucian Xerath off, there isn't much of Braum, Sion, and Gragas can do to win a team fight by themselves. If they get a pick onto Lucian or Xerath in the late game, that really could just be the end. They've got really good pushing potential on that team as well.
Yeah, Gragas could go for a more damage heavy build with the Runic Echoes, Sonias, then maybe a Morello, but the most consistent build on Gragas is probably Runic Echoes, Sonias, and then tank with the Gargoyles. I think it's gonna depend whether he's going Aftershock or Predator. I think Aftershock he might go a bit more damage, since he has those tank stacks from the Aftershock. That can save him a bit.
Yeah, we're actually going to see, what this Gragas has been taking, what everyone's going to be taking in just a minute here. Just one last thing I'd really like to talk about is that what did you think about? Because we dabbed on this a little bit earlier, but with the Kai'Sa and the Xayah bans in the first 2 bans for Onyx, do you think they're that scared of Sensational that they're willing to just get those bans out right off the bat?
Well, he's really strong, and those are late game champions. Maybe they didn't want something to rival the Tristana, and that's why they first picked it. They maybe wanted something more early game oriented from Topaz, so they could just rely on scaling up a bit more and just having an AD carry that just outputs more damage than the AD carry in the late game. Xayah, and to mention, Idorf, Topaz support, is also a really good Rakan player. He plays a shitload of Rakan. So pairing it up with Xayah is really scary and gives a lot of kill potential as well.
Yeah, that is a good point, to be fair. I feel what do you think's better by themselves, actually? Would you say that they're more scared of the Xayah by itself or the Rakan by itself? Because I think Rakan had a couple changes, a couple patches ago, making him a little bit more weak, didn't he?
Yeah, they recently made him okay again, but he's not at the state where they first nerfed him. As we're actually loading into the game now, we just begun the loading screen, so we will be in the game in about 45 seconds.
Yeah, I've actually seen, the Gragas has taken Predator at the end of all that.
He has taken Predator. He's probably gonna do they're on the red side. Yeah, he's probably gonna do a top side, red side clear for the Predator boots early. And then go for a recall, and then gank. If we look at Tristana and Lucian's runes, they haven't gone for the new thing, which is going magical footwear and biscuits, as a lot of people actually do on AD carries nowadays.
Yes,
and now we're actually heading into the game. So, guys in the chat, who do you think is gonna take this one? Will Onyx grab the win with a Katarina spinning around the whole enemy team? Or will Topaz smash the early game and have a fat man destroy everyone with his barrels? We get some hashtag Topaz win or hashtag Onyx win.
Hashtag Topaz or hashtag Onyx, but I really do like that. But I kind of, in a way, I do kind of want the Onyx team to win this one. I don't know why. I do a little bit of a favourite. Are we gonna see a bit of Level 1 engage here, you know, Creel's just staying there. We're going to see the Urgot's going to be caught up. First Blood already going down, you know, to the Gragas here. We're going to see more of an engage. Dez might fall down as well. You know, Peter ain't going to pick up a kill. We are going to see Sensational getting a kill and Genial Niak getting a kill as well. You know, a huge start for the red side here, actually.
Topaz gets the best start I've seen in a long while. First Blood, Second Blood on Lucian. Gragas already has his Predator boots. He doesn't even have to do a Predator clear anymore. He can just go for the Predator gank, like, right off the bat, basically. Getting this big of a lead early, like 1000 gold lead already, with a early game team comp in Lucian Braum, that's really, really good.
Yeah, they might even be able to try and push down this bot lane tower, you know, if they get the Gragas to come down with Predator, get an early couple kills on them. You know, they've got the stuff they need, so they can really try and go for this bot lane, couple like towers, or maybe some plates or something like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a possibility. This is the lane I would say you have to look at for the sway of the game. It really depends a lot whether Lucian gets so far ahead that Tristana just doesn't get any items. That's gonna be a big part of the game. Also, a big part is probably gonna be the Katarina. If she gets out of hand, it's gonna be hard to stop.
But like we said earlier, you know, the Team Topaz have a really, really good way of, you know, shutting down that Katarina in fights with the amount of CC that they actually have on their team. But it'll be interesting because a good Katarina player can be devastating in these games, especially when a head can like get around that CC pretty well, unless Topaz can deal with it. So actually, I'm really looking forward to seeing all that actually.
Yeah, we see Xin Xiao invading topside here. He knows what kind of clear Gragas is gonna do, but he's just a little bit slow on it.
Yeah, you know, he's just a little bit late, I think, on that.
Yeah, he doesn't spot Gragas actually. He thinks he pings bot side now. And Xin Xiao just takes away his Raptors.
Yeah, we are going to see a little bit of a small fight in the mid lane there as well. You know, nothing really being changed too much there, I don't think, though. Yeah. Oh, Peter's actually already quite low in the top lane, showing how much this Urgot really can do in the damage in the early as well.
Yeah, the Conqueror procced right there, and did actually a decent amount of damage on the side of Urgot. So, looks like it has a lot of damage potential, this Conqueror Urgot stuff.
Yeah, and we're going to see... Ooh, Urgot's going to take a little bit of damage for that as well, you know.
And King Sir is actually out of mana in the mid lane. Been using this
he has got, you know, I don't think Katarina can go that much for these early engages, though, so as long as he keeps enough mana to E, I think he should be fine in that lane.
Yeah, you really want to get that priority in the mid lane, which is what you're looking for as a Seraph, so... Getting the priority is really a huge deal for a Seraph. That's why he's expending so much mana in the early game.
Yeah, we're actually going to see... Overall, like, you know, like, it's a bit too early to look at CS, really, but, you know, we can see, like, in the top lane, the bot lane, it's already kind of, you know, getting a little bit up of the solution already being, you know, like, 7 minions ahead. Obviously, there's 4 minions to kill for Moby, but, like, you know, Sensational getting a decent amount of minion lead ahead, you know, like, with that kill as well, that could be really damaging once he goes back to the base and maybe buys a Clawfield's Warhammer. Quite early.
Yeah. He's probably not gonna go for Caulfield's Warhammer, though. He needs the Blade of the Rune King.
Ah, okay, yeah, so... We'll see they got...
The build
there we
power
go, small engage from the Katarina.
Essence Reaver.
King Xerath, however, actually, you know, he's starting to get that mana back. You know, Xerath passive is being really, really useful for getting, like, all that mana back, staying in that lane for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Looking for the vision on bot side now. So Xiao's just gonna clear out that ping ward. Probably, maybe look for a gank. Gonna go in and place a ward. Look for gank bot side now, maybe towards the bot side, since Lucian and Braum is pushed up a bit, but they are aware of the possibility.
Yeah, get good Librix, taking a little bit of damage, you know, getting hit by that Xerath E. Urgot now getting pushed in from the side. I'm guessing it was a slow push wave, starting to push really hard from the top.
Yeah, that looks like happened. Ooh. It's actually an Infernal Drake, or as another caster would like to say, it's the Serenity Gaming Dragon. If Karim is in the Twitch chat, now that's what he likes.
Serenity Gaming channel. Why is it called that?
Because in a game, there was actually in a lot of games, there's 3 Infernal Dragons in a row in the Wintersplit. So That's why they call it the Serenity Gaming Dragon. They pick it up for free this time. Onyx just gets a free Infernal Dragon. That is a big power spike, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's quite early as well, you know, since I'll being able to get those early dragons quite easily, though.
Yeah, he's looking for the gank in mid lane. He's gonna wrap around, come from behind, but Onyx is ready with the counter gank, and he's
small
not gonna
engage. I
expect
see the
that.
Tristana being forced to jump away.
Oh.
Quite a moderately even trade, you know, in the bot lane though.
Yeah. Right as the arcane went down, and he unfortunately missed two of them actually. Otherwise, he could have gotten the kill on Katarina right there. Oh, we might see the first back of the bot lane now. No.
This Zinzao is around the bot side, but he has done that full clear, so Zinzao might go for a base maybe, or has he? Or I've never been paying that much attention to the jungle, so I wouldn't know. Or we're going to see a small engage from the Urgot in the top lane. He's going to get a lot of damage down onto Peter. We're going to see Llama. He's going to get Peter really low on HP. He's going to pop that ultimate, and there we go. The Sound's going to be able to use that ultimate just to get away there. Very low on HP, like almost getting the kill. Zinzao's going to go for the engage in the bot lane, and then the flash onto the Lucian. Lucian's going to pop flash as well. You know, Braun's going to get caught out. Braun's going to use the flash away. The heal's going to go down as well, and then Moby's going to get killed onto Idorf. There we go, a nice little pickup for the Tristana there. How Tristana also having to pop heal to get out from the Braun Ignite. All the summoners being popped for Topaz here.
And now it doesn't matter that Lucian got this first blood. They are even on gold now. They actually even on gold, so this Tristana still has the possibility of coming online earlier than she's supposed to for Onyx. Really gonna profit. That's a really nice engage, and what they really need. Not have the Lucian go get so far ahead in the early game.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. It's Tristana getting the BF sword on the base and almost the boots, almost. You know, the boots and the dagger. So, you know, a couple control, like 3 control wards actually, in comparison to none. So the vision's definitely going to be heavy in Onyx's side right now, with those 3 control wards.
They're looking for a lot of bot lane control here. Just gonna keep getting the Shin Shao down.
To Peter. Peter is going to get quite low. That Urgot being able to choke down that damage onto the Scion. Already, you know, Scion has the Ninja Tower, but Urgot's just burning through it. I didn't even notice that he had a Ninja Tower. I actually had to look to think, you know, what does he have to protect from this? Even then, he's still taking a lot of damage.
Oh.
Just see a TP Pox and Morgana and a Zinzao there, but, you know, Lucian able to get away from that. I don't think anything's going to really come from that gank.
Yeah.
We have seen the TP being popped from Peter in the top lane though, and you know, Llama still has that TP, so I think right now the TP plays in the bot lane could be an option.
Xiao looking for something in the jungle here though.
Zinzao's going to look to try and take out that blue buff maybe, and there we go. You know, Gragas is going to pick up the smite. Katarina's still looking for that engage. I think he's going to really cover that. You know, the smite's going to get popped, take the blue. Everyone's just going to back off from that one.
Yeah, Onyx really putting a lot of pressure down here towards the bot side early. And not make the Lucian get unnecessary advantages as well. Gragas coming in with the gank. Didn't even pop his Predator though.
You know, coming in from a little bit far away though. Oh, yeah. A little bit of damage going down onto the Braun though.
Oh, Katarina versus Scion in the top lane.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, how you know, Peter does have that tankiness, but he doesn't have any MR. Oh, Katarina. Like this is what I like about seeing Katarina, you know, just being flying around. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm sorry. I really like. I don't know. I just love Katarina play. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
A bit of damage from King Xerath though.
Yeah, he's dealing a lot of damage actually.
You know, he definitely is a Xerath one trick. You know, I've not seen him miss a single Q this entire lane.
I'd like to see Xin Shao actually go topside, because they have got a load of kill pressure on Scion with that Urgot ultimate.
Very true. You know, Urgot taking a little bit of damage from Peter there though.
The Urgot onslaught goes down.
Oh, there we go. We're going to see Scion is going to jump onto that. Oh, that ultimate being missed though. However, Llama still popping the flash, trying to get away from that. You know, the Gragas being there as well. And he cancelled the sign ult, and I don't know if that was a misclick, but you know he wasn't able to get the stun off or anything. So
yeah, we see Gragas' top side still, and the dragon is spawning.
yeah, how we can see an engage from Kratos here. He's going to put the ultimate. He's going to get the double stun off there. He's going to force a flash out. You know, the ignite's gone down from the Braum. Braum's going to get taken really low. Both Sensational and Idolf getting really low. Moby's going to pick up the double kill there. That's huge for their team. The 3 kills on Tristana now.
Tristana is just getting out of hand. They're gonna get a shitload of tower plates as well now.
Exactly, that's absolutely massive. You know, they're going to be able to pick up a lot of stuff. They have the minions. There's not got that big of a wave, but they have got the second wave coming though. There is also a wave pushing it onto the mid lane though. So
yeah, Topaz trying to answer in the mid lane with getting some plates. Onyx actually has to burn his flash and ultimate here.
oh, that's not so good for him. Honestly, I think he really can't wanted to keep those flash ultimates, but that's really going to put him a little bit behind.
Oh. Seraph just missing all 3. That's rare to see.
It's a rare to see King Seraph missing all 3 of his ultimates.
Yeah, that's a rare sight, honestly.
Somebody clip it.
It's not too nice if you clip that.
Yeah, no, we won't tell him about it. It's fine, it's fine. We're actually going to see Sensational and Idolf actually might be able to pick up a turret plate, maybe a couple turret plates. Actually, nah, Morgana's going to come down. They're only going to get 1.
Yeah, they get
being
one.
quite even all around the board as well.
And Gragas is gonna try and get onto the Drake here. Get on top of that. Get the clown Drake, as you might call it.
Idol's gonna take a bit of damage. Do you see Peter in the top lane though take a lot of damage from Llama? Or Meister, I should say. Oh, there we go.
Infernal, but Shadow's looking for a trade with the Herald.
Yeah, however, something we have to point out, you know, Cloud Drake for Infernal, you know, what's really worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't think the Cloud Drake's really that good. So, Infernal's definitely a lot better. They're gonna look for the Herald now. It's really low. They're probably gonna run topside with it and just kill this Scion and get a lot of tower plates.
So we're going to see Gragas is walking towards topside. We're going to see Meister going for the engage onto Peter. Is it Meister? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's Meister Llama.
Okay, Meister Llama. The spotlight has a lot of tension right now, with like a lot of damage being.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage available both sides. I'm just waiting to see where the Xinqiao will really do his play with the Herald. That's gonna be the big swing in this game. If this Herald play goes badly, the game stays even. And as we see,
we're gonna see the Janel Knight going in with Peter, and there we're gonna. Oh, that was a lot of damage out of nowhere. Genial Niak, you know, taking up a kill there. You know, keep him going for the runic echoes, like he said. He's got the 2 kills as well. He might try and go for maybe a couple plates here, but Zinzao is around that top side. Oh, there we go.
Right off the arcane. Oh, Librix has to expend his flash.
And just to get away from that last shot, we're also going to see Dez. He's going into the top lane, going to try and save this tower just a little bit. Wow, Genial Niak going to take a lot of damage, but there we go. Dez just getting blown up. That runic echoes just blowing up Jez there. Really not. Was it Jez?
There's like Gragas damage coming out, and they're not gonna get any tower plates because the turret plate just fold.
Yeah, they might actually be able to get the tower here, though, the entire tower itself. So
yeah,
that's really, really good for Topaz.
That's a good turn of events. The goal was even just like 2 minutes ago, and now it's actually up to almost a 3k gold lead.
Topaz really taking control of this game. However, that Tristana having 3 kills and an IE might really turn out actually quite bad for them.
Yeah, I really want to look at Xiao still. He's gonna have to use the Herald bot side, get this Tristana even further ahead, which is what he's looking to do now. He's looking just go straight in there.
Exactly. We're gonna see. Thing is, something I would like, kind of like to point out is the fact that the top side hasn't been faring too well, even though we saw all that Urgot damage. We saw a massive amount of Urgot damage coming onto Peter, but Peter, played it safe, played it quite well, waited for those Gragas ganks, and was able to now, get a good lead. Gragas has got a couple kills, or 3 kills actually. And, he's actually played it quite well, Peter, especially considering how well, Meister Llama was playing this early game.
Yeah, he is a good Cyan player. That's all I know. He knows how to play Cyan, at least.
Yeah, but So, Zinzao, like you said, who's around that bot side, really looking trying to get that Rift Herald down. He's looking for the right situation, but I think they do know about that Gragas being bot side. They don't want to do anything. Oh, but we are going to see
Yeah, a bit of mid disconnection here. There are species. We don't know why, but he disconnected.
Or we might be able to get a little bit more information on that in a second. That's a bit weird, though. With time pause, however, we can during this time, discuss what we think is really going to happen. So, we actually see in the chat, Rogny saying Zared's script stopped working, but
just a bit of banter.
Yeah, just a little bit. But something that I kind of want to point out with summoners wise, both teams having more or less all their summoners up, and like with the Rift Herald and the mid tower getting quite low, there could end up being like a team fight in the mid lane. I think the teams might try and group in this mid lane. They've got everything up, so I think they definitely could. Can you hear me? Hey, so I can't hear my co-caster right now. Okay, so we have had a timeout from my co-caster Havania, sorry. So in the meantime, like I was quickly. Oh, I think I got a message. I might be able to get an update. It looks like he did DC. Yeah, he'll just be joining back in just a second now. We'll give him a bit of a chance. And yes, this is Division 1. This is the Division 1 finals, which is being played here. And obviously, it's Onyx versus Topaz. Topaz actually having a pretty good lead here with 3k gold ahead, just about. They haven't got the dragon, and obviously they do have the tower. Tristana has the kills though. Apart from the gold lead, this game is a little bit towards Onyx's side, but Topaz having a lot of gold, especially with the Gragas having a lot of damage, having a lot of kill and gank potential in most of these lanes right now as well. CS lead in the mid lane, we're sort of leaning towards maybe a 15 CS lead. So, but in the jungle though, we're really going to see Zinzao and Gragas, the jungle difference really heavily. So the Gragas 3-0 and the Zinzao 0-2, and obviously Gragas being 116 farm as well as that. Still waiting on this Xerath to reconnect. We're waiting 2.5 minutes now. And actually, another thing to point out here is that I think is Havania back now? Perhaps not. We'll try and get that sorted out as soon as possible. Apologies for the delay, everybody in the chat. Still waiting. A lot of DCs out of nowhere. Might be a bit of a power cut over in where these people might be living. Obviously King Xerath having a timeout, Havania having a timeout. We're getting more messages in here. Okay, looks like we're going to take a break. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, and I think that we are back now. You know, the Xerath has reconnected, however, Havania has not connected back just yet to the TeamSpeak that we're in. We are running just a little bit behind on schedule right now. Not really had any word from Havania where he might be. I'm guessing he's just had a bit of a power cutout, maybe an internet cutout or something similar along those lines. We might be getting back into this game in a second. I'll keep you guys updated. Welcome back.
Holy shit.
So you've just got back in time. Xerath just reconnected. The game's just restarted. Can you tell us what happened?
I disconnected as well.
Yeah,
my internet just went boom. Like, my mental was going boom as well.
We are going to see, however, we're going to see a big four-man into the bot lane to drop the Rift Herald. Dez, Lyric, Moby, and Creel's going into this bot lane. They're going to try to pick up the tower. It's 4 versus 4 in the bot lane. There is no... Actually, they have got the Cyan TP. There we go. The bot lane tower's going to fall down to the Rift Herald here. Are you in view of the game?
I am in the game.
Okay,
Actually,
awesome.
I'm spectating from the stream.
You're spectating from the stream.
We're gonna have to do this solo right now.
A little bit. That's no problem. We're gonna see a flash and a barrier from King Xerath. King Xerath's gonna get really low and he's gonna fall down. Dez is also gonna fall down as well, though. We're gonna see Dez for his third death. But Creel's going in. Braun's gonna take a bit of damage. Creel's gonna have to be forced to flash out from the Lucian. You know, the top lane's just being a little bit boring, you know, as it is. We're finally back in this. So, let's see. It's 1-for-1 in towers now. You know, almost a 2.5k gold lead, still running strong for Topaz here, though.
Yeah, it looks...
San engage, popping his ultimate. You know, there we go, Maestro Alarm. We're going really low with a massive Gragas damage. We've really... This is just unexpected. I've not noticed how much damage Gragas really does, especially with the Runic Echoes and the Sorcerer's Shoes. Just blowing up Meister there. Meister's going to fall down again for the third time. We're going to see, however, this time Peter picking up a kill, though.
Yeah, it's a really good top lane gang, actually.
Yeah, really, really nice. I'm going to see Dez just going to try and farm up maybe a little bit more. He didn't really get that early game pressure as much as they probably wanted. Onyx really wanted to get off. We're going to see Jenny on like, oh, the flash as well. The amount of damage that he's doing and the massive ultimate. There we go. We're going to see Librix falling down. King Xerath's going to pick up a kill. You know, this is really looking in Topaz's favor, really heavily, you know, with the 3.3k gold lead.
Gragas is making some huge plays right now with the flash body slam. He's just ganking everywhere and getting his team so far ahead right now.
So far, he really is the MVP for me in this game. He's been putting so much more pressure than we thought. I would have thought that Zinzal would put a lot more pressure out, but this Gragas has just been all over the map, everywhere in the game, you know, getting kills left and right. Peter just really taking no damage from the Tristana as well in the top lane. The shield being able to tank up 2.5 auto attacks.
He's got so much armor. Look at his build. He's got 200 armor basically.
And with the Bramble Vest as well, he might actually kill Tristana before Tristana can kill him.
Could be a funny one. We see Des going up to top side now while Gragas is getting the second Cloud Dragon.
You know, with the Predator boots, it's just going to make him a speedy boy. They might actually be able to try and pick up this top lane tower here and maybe... Also, actually, the bot lane tower might fall down as well. You know, this could be a bit of an even trade in towers. You know, we are going to see Topaz losing a tower into the top lane, but might be gaining a tower in the bot lane in return. There we go. 2 for 2 in towers, mid lane towers. Actually, it was 3 for 2. I did not notice the mid lane tower had fallen down.
Yeah. They managed to get that as well on the back of the Gragas flash body slam.
Yeah,
that's really well played.
Pulling up this game right now, really heavily for Topaz.
The next dragon is Infernal, and the Baron is gonna be up in 40 minutes.
40 minutes? That's a long time for a Baron. They don't really have
the fastest Baron take.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they probably don't want to go for the too early of a Baron, you know, because you know with the correct team fight, they really could let Onyx get back into this game, so it could be really risky to go for that Baron so early.
Yeah, I just disconnected again. 5 seconds.
Oh.
Holy shit. Mental gonna go boom.
Fine, it's fine. We are going to see the 4k gold deficit, though.
Yeah, that's really good. Would have liked it to be more when you have a Lucian on your team.
Oh, that's 0 damage on his Q, man. Almost half the Tristana's HP as well. Like,
That is looking scary.
That's a lot of damage. Void Staff and Luden's Echo, you know. And the Sorcerer Shoes as well.
Yeah, he's gained himself an advantage. He has like a 40 CS advantage.
Yeah, and obviously
Gragas has a 50 as well.
And Gragas with the 3 kills advantage and a 50 CS advantage at 20 minutes. You do love to see it. Lichbane, we're going to see maybe a collapse onto get good Liberx. Oh, he's just taking so much damage. Like, he just gets bursted down. King Liberx is going to fall down, and Dez is also going to fall down. Gragas going to be able to live that one. And 2 kills, picking up a Topaz here. And Genial Knight just being able to just all around the map doing so much damage, really pulling his team through so much. Like, and the Zhonya's as well. Just, it's beautiful Gragas play. I really do love to see this.
Yeah, he's really doing good in the. Like on the Gragas right now, he's making a lot of plays.
He's performing really, really well.
Oh, the Urgot versus Sion in the bot lane.
Thing is though, Meister's taking more damage from Peter's Bramble Vest than he can really do at this point. But however, he might just be able to win it because of that ulti, yeah.
Cancels the ulti, nice. That's a good sign-off.
That was a very good sign-off. It was very, very nice. We are going to see the Sion be able to get away there. CS very, very similar across bottom top though. Yeah. Obviously, we know that the top lane having, you know, Urgot surprisingly keeping up with CS. I think it's a bit surprising for him because, you know, he's died 3 times. He's obviously not been able to be in lane that often. Sion's all he's been doing is TPing to this lane and stuff. We're going to see Kinzera flash.
Kinzera expenses flash. That's a bit early. He was just kind of scared that there would be more people probably.
Yeah, obviously, and then now, actually, I think now would actually be a good time for the Baron call to be made around this time. Like, you know, they've got the fight now, so they can win every single fight, really. Unless they let that Moby get really badly out of hand when it comes to the fight. But I doubt they'll do that, so...
Yeah, they have got a decent amount of vision now. They just probably want to look to get the mid lane priority, then go into Onyx's jungle, topside jungle, clear out some vision, play some deep wards, and then probably look to start the Baron up.
Yeah, they are clearing all those walls around it. They are going for that hard setup now. This is going to be really interesting. They are going to get a bit of a minion wave pushing in the mid lane. Urgot and Xin Zhao coming in from behind. However, they're going to get caught out really badly. The Gragas damage is huge. So there we go. Meister's getting caught out. He's taking a lot of damage. And then we go Dez instantly getting put down. And Meister also falling down. Huge.
They
really
should
nice
be a Baron.
played
They
game.
should.
They can
Xera's probably just going to push out this one last wave or not.
They're just going to go Baron. Actually really low on HP. He might not be able to partake in this. He's probably just going to have to wait and then smite it, maybe.
Yeah, well, he has the regen on his passive, so he should be able. And Onyx is gonna looking to trade a mid tower tier 1 for it, which is the least they can do.
Really not a good trade at this point in the game. Making the mid towers even for a Baron, you know. Baron is gonna fall down, but there we go. The Baron for Topaz here. Topaz with that massive gold lead of almost, well, I think just about 7k, just about right now.
Yeah, Onyx gets 2 towers actually, so that's the best they can do. And that's really, really good. Now there's an Infernal Dragon, and Onyx are a bit out of position, I'd say.
Yeah, it looks like they might be able to get caught out here. However, the really nice play, like I said, the Katarina play, which I really wanted to see. How the Katarina is going to fall down, and then we're gonna see Moby getting a kill. Krail's going to get taken down as well. Moby might just be able to get away with his Xerath, missing all the ultimates. Apart from the last one, I forgot about, you know, the last ultimate that we are going to see. Genial getting the kill, and 3 down for Onyx. They're going to be able to pick up this Infernal Drake. I'm pretty sure uncontested, unless Dez can go for the steal here.
Dez is going to go for the steal.
He's going to go for the steal, you know. He's got that flash up. Oh, he's not able to do it.
They bursted it really well.
Yeah, they did a really nice burst out, and actually a full AP Gragas. You know, the Lichbane, the
he's going to go for the Zhonyas now.
Yeah, he's going for the Zhonyas. He's got the Sorcerer Shoes. He's got the full AP Gragas. He's already got the Elixir as well, which is really just a lot of damage, honestly. 5-0 and 7, playing really, really well this game.
Yeah, he's done a massive amount for his team. They should just look to group up now, get the Sion split pushing in the bot lane versus the Urgot with the Baron, and then group as 4 in the mid lane and get those Baron's house.
Oh!
That
amazing, that damage again. I can't get over how much damage this Gragas is doing. You know, being able to just blow people up just like that, bang, Morgana's dead. Oh, Dez is looking to try and get a pick. Genial's gonna fall down here. I know Katarina's gonna pick up the kill. Dez and Lyrex are gonna try and get away. Moby's doing a little bit of damage. Dez is gonna pop the Zonyas, and they're gonna let Katarina die for that. Sensational getting a kill, and King Xerath also getting a kill. I'm not sure if the compass was a good idea there, getting the Katarina falling down. The red team's gonna try and push out these towers here as well.
Yeah, they were doing a desperate play. It turned out to be a bad play, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to be able to pick up the inhib here. King Xerath popping the ultimates really well played. We're also going to see Sensational picking up the kill onto the Tristana, and there we go. There is the ace for the red team. They're probably going to be able to end out this game here. They have the Baron buff as well. This could just be the end of the game.
To end the game, Sign can do damage to towers with his ulti.
There we go.
Wow,
Dez is on. Lyrex is going to come up as well. They're destroying one tower. Are they going to be able to end out the game here? Dez isn't really able to do anything. Lyrex is going to come up. They're going to go for the end of the game here. Dez getting CC'd into hell. Dez is going to fall down. Lyrex not only be able to go for an engage, and Sensational finishing off the base for the end of game number 1 to Topaz.
Technically game number 3, but what a game!
Well, game number 1 of the stream, but what a game! That was a very interesting Gragas. That was.
Yeah, that Gragas did some work. I must emphasize that he did a lot of work. He got those ganks in and got a lot of kills for himself, and just didn't really get too many objectives with his kills, but he turned them into about 1 tower, like in the mid lane and in the top lane. So Topaz now leads the series 2-1. And that game was just a lot different from the other games in the series. It was a 25-minute stomp. 26-minute stomp, actually. Like, it looked decent as we're getting to, like, the 18-minute mark. The gold lead was only 4k. And then it just blew up. Like, it just blew up. They got caught. Onyx, jungle and top laner twice in a row, I think. And they turned it into a Baron Topaz. And they just ended mid lane.
Topaz just playing absolutely incredible, especially with the Gragas. The Gragas plays were just amazing. Definitely my MVP for this game on the Gragas there, Genial Niak, or however you meant to say that. I feel like I'm butchering the name just a little bit.
Well, yeah. You can say Don't Ban Nita as well. That's probably what he's known. The account that's most known. But yeah, I think we're gonna go into a possibly 10-minute break and wait for the players to be ready for the next game.
Yeah, definitely.
Topaz leads 2-1, and can Topaz end the series here, or will Onyx come back and do a reverse sweep? Let's find out in the next game after the break. Is Gragas gonna be high priority?
I think Gragas is going to be a ban. Honestly, I just think Gragas is going to get banned out this game.
Yeah, it was very disgusting. Played so incredibly well on that champion. And it's scary, probably really scary to play against again.
Yeah, definitely. It was disgustingly strong last game. So I'm really looking forward to it though. And then we're going to see the Kennen first ban. Hey.
Yeah. Onyx is top lane and like that champion. And it's a really strong champion. So
yeah, definitely.
Plus it gets banned.
I'm hoping that they ban Gragas now. I would find it rather amusing. Oh,
and then Kai'Sa again. The fresh goes
Topaz
away
these
again.
Fast bans, you know, just like left and right. Jesus.
Targeting the Rek'Sai again. Early game jungler. Strong, very strong. Topaz banning the exact same thing as last time.
Onyx gonna ban out Zyra Rakan here though.
I would not think so. They're banning out the Seraph.
Ooh.
So Gragas is open.
The Gragas has been let through again. We all saw how that went last time.
Yeah. And Topaz picks up the Rakan. Idolf is a really good Rakan player and plays that champion a lot, so...
It's going to be quite an interesting pick, actually. I quite like that. I've not seen him play Rakan, so it'll be quite interesting to watch a Nautilus pick. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I can spoil for you, and a Lucian pick. This is support Nautilus. Krells has played this 2 times. In the 1-1, I'm pretty sure he played it both times. Actually, no. First game he played Fresh of the series, and second game he played Nautilus. So he's not new to this champion. He knows what to do, and I think he's a decent Nautilus player support.
We do see the Zyra Rakan though, which is actually something that I didn't think Onyx would want to let through.
No, I wouldn't have thought that either. And they just pick up the Cyan as well for their top laner.
Yeah, so we're gonna see like kind of the same-ish stuff. You know, we're gonna see the Lucian, we're gonna see the Scion. You know, like the Lucian on the opposite team this time, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. And we see Nocturne. That's gonna be trickery with his vision stuff, with his ulti. Paranoia.
The Gragas, will it still be let through? They know the ban Lysandra, but will they let through the Gragas is the real question.
When they ban Lysandra, it's telling me that Onyx really want to go an assassin. And they ban the Gragas.
There's the Gragas ban.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They ban Yasuo and Kasten. That's some really strong champions, and Lubrix likes those two as well.
Yeah, obviously they banned the same. I think it was the exact same bans as last game, I believe.
I believe yes,
Topaz.
actually.
Yeah. So how I'm going to be able to get the Xerath through into this game, though? Obviously, Xerath being banned in the first locking of bans, and the Darius pick against Scion. I believe that's quite a good matchup for Darius, isn't it? Yeah.
That is a counter pick, indeed. And
Okay, just making
Onyx,
sure I got that right.
Now Topaz are looking to pick up a jungler and a mid laner. So Lubrix still has his set open. The Onyx mid laner still has his set open, which is can be used as a counter pick to a lot of stuff. I'm wondering what Topaz will pick. Trundle. Okay.
I think Trundle was one of the last few people I thought was going to get picked in that slot, but interesting. I like it.
I think they're looking for it as a... Oh, and they picked the Nico mid lane. Okay.
I've not seen Nico played in competitive play, actually. I don't keep up too well with the LCS if she has been playing with that, but I haven't seen that much Nico play. And Akali coming back after the nerfs. And
then they recently just buffed her again.
Ah, okay. Is that like, how much did they buff her? Just
well,
reference.
It was, they didn't, what's it called? They didn't give back her healing, but they gave her some like small buffs, not damage buffs, only a damage buff on her E.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, King Seraph has played Nico in this series before today. So
Yeah, I have like been told, but I've not actually seen Nico played in like a competitive game yet. Like in me personally, not like the tournament. I'm talking.
I think the Trundle is a pick against the Nocturne, because when Nocturne goes in, if he's like on the wrong side, I think Trundle is really good with the pillar to stop him, or just catching out the Nocturne in general, because he has no escapes other than his flash.
Yeah, definitely good. It could be a good point. I've seen a couple Trundles. Is Trundle quite strong at the moment, or is this a preference pick?
Trundle is like, he's a sleeper champion really. No one really plays him a lot, but I don't think he's in that bad of a state. There's just better champions.
Okay. I'll see with obviously the draft just being picked out a little bit now while we're waiting for this game to start. Something I'd like to talk about is a Norliss pick. You said that it was quite a strong pick in the first couple of games. Would you like to expand on that? Would you say it was one of the better picks, or something that you think Topaz should have banned?
Well, Krelter's a really good Thresh player, and he's kind of like Thresh, to be honest. Like, he has a hook, and he has a lot of CC to follow up. And when you pair that with a Lucian, that's a lot of kill potential. You can lock that Rakan down, like hook him out of his E maybe, like his last E probably, and then just lock him down for about 4 seconds with the Norliss passive, his hook, his ulti. It'd be a really, really good like opportunity to kill someone.
Very good point, obviously, but it's quite a safe bot lane. I think Zyra and Rakan can't kill. Not necessarily, but they can be quite safe with Rakan having that massive E range, Zyra having the ultimate and everything. They could play it quite safe.
They can play safe. We're really just looking at Nocturne. He's probably gonna wait for the level 6, where he's a bit better than Trundle. Trundle can look for the ganks earlier than Nocturne. Nocturne has to farm up, and I think Trundle can actually invade Nocturne. I think he wins, like, the duel. He's recently gotten a buff on his W, I'm pretty sure, Trundle. We got some more attack speed early game. That can help out quite a bit.
I really do think this is actually going to be maybe not as interesting a game as last game, but I think still going to be a very interesting game. I do quite like the team comps. We've seen Topaz not going for as tanky as a team comp as they did last game, going for maybe a little bit more damage / utility around this game, which is quite interesting to see. Obviously, I've not seen much play from this tournament because I'm quite new to the scene. But the Akali pick is my favorite pick, just like the Katarina was last game. I think the Akali is going to be like the most interesting one for me this game.
Yeah, it's always interesting seeing assassins. They can have such a like devastating thing on the game. So, like, it's really scary to play against. I don't know how it fares against the Nico actually, but I'm assuming it's not bad since he had the last pick opportunity and literally just could have the choice of what he wanted to play against that.
Well, yeah, and as we do know, however, currently, Topaz are in a situation where if they win this game, I believe they do win. Is that correct, or am I thinking about the wrong team here?
Yeah, if Topaz wins this game, they win the series and become the champions of the Wintersplit.
And will prove themselves the best, I believe, the best SRG team, correct?
Yes.
This is quite a rival game, obviously, between the two teams we have here at SRG. But it could be quite interesting, though. This top lane matchup with the Darius pick, Darius going for the Ghost, wants maybe a little bit more kill pressure in this top lane against Sion. And we saw, however, Peter really played really well against the aggressive Urgot in the top lane last game. Do you think he'll be able to do it against the Darius this game?
Darius is a change in pick. It's firstly a melee champion compared to the ranged, and his E is a bit more reliable than Urgot's E, I'd say. That can actually prove difficult because you gain armor pen, and Darius is just really decent against tanks because you build the Black Cleaver first item. It can get out of hand up in the top lane. We're really gonna have to watch that see how far Darius gets ahead. He could become a really big factor in this game and just win the split push so hard that no one can answer him.
Yeah, that is a good point. And something like with the Nico, do you find that you've been watching maybe a bit more King Xerath than me? Does King Xerath use the Nico passive to its full extent? Like, does he use it quite well?
I actually don't know from the game he played. I just know he's a decent Nico player. I don't know if he uses her passive really well though, but he definitely uses her W well. That much I can say.
Ah, okay. We're talking about the passive of the W, or are we talking about the actual active of the W?
The active of the W.
Okay.
Does not play AD carry Nico. Plays AP.
Okay.
That's also what they're lacking in their team comp. So.
Yeah, very true. I think Nico obviously being thrown around in quite a lot of lanes recently.
Yeah, she's become very popular since she can utilize AD build, and she can go top lane, bully a lot of people up there. She can go AD carry, and she can also go mid lane if you play her AP.
As we're seeing now from King Xerath, yeah. But actually quite a heavy assassin comp here for, I believe, Onyx? Yeah, Onyx here. Which is, I think it's going to be quite an interesting one, because I'm not sure how that's going to fare so well against a Xayah with Xayah's ultimate, being able to just get out of situations quite easily, and like Trundle and a Scion. I don't know how well the assassin comp's going to really fare into that one. What do you think?
Well, I think Akali's gonna have a difficult time actually assassinating anyone. Like, she's probably gonna assassinate Akali or Rakan the most. Like, she can't assassinate a Trundle, not a Scion either. And Sensational does have his ulti, so it's gonna be a difficult one. And as Casca pointed out, it's a mage mid laner versus a assassin mid laner, and we have seen Librix play a lot of assassins, but he hasn't really taken it to the full extent, I'd say. He hasn't won the matchup so hard that he just roams around the map and wins the game for them. He's actually been losing the mage to the assassin matchup.
Yeah,
we are in game now.
Yeah, we're in the game, 30 seconds in. We're going to see just a little bit of play, just around the map here. There's just the standard lineup, really. Nothing really happening. No invade this time. No 2 kills at level 1 or anything like we saw last game.
That was outrageous.
That was a bit of a big lead. I think that's one of the big factors towards the outcome of last game, or why it was such a stomp for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nothing really catching my eye right now. There's not really much to say about this game. Another thing that I do want to point out though is fleet footwork on Akali. Is that the best rune to go on Akali, or is that more of a situational thing?
Oh, so you talked about the fleet footwork on Akali?
Yeah, I did. Is that the best rune for Akali at the moment?
Well, since they removed her healing on her Q, she has to go fleet footwork. Otherwise, she just doesn't have the sustain.
Okay.
It would be such a hard lane if she didn't have fleet footwork.
Yeah, with that Nico already starting to do those pokes with the Qs. King Xerath really does like these poking champions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really likes those champions, and as you can see, Librix is more of an assassin player. It's really the story of the mid lane in this series. It's just mage versus assassin. The top lane is just Scion versus whatever champion you want to play into Scion. The bot lane is the one, and the jungle changing the most.
I'm surprised there was no Scion ban, honestly.
Well, yeah, Scion has been played now 4 out of 4 games for Peter.
Yeah, so I'm surprised that they didn't try and take that away from him and put him on less comfortable of a pick, or maybe they just kind of wanted to pick the Scion, or I'm not sure.
Well, it's really up to Onyx how much they can like win the matchups, because Peter's gonna play the Scion. What champion can you play into it and destroy him? It's kind of difficult actually.
Librix.
We see Librix going a bit low in the mid lane.
Yeah, King Xerath may also do a lot of damage. He does have that ignite as well instead of the barrier like he did last game, so he's actually got that good amount of kill pressure in this top lane. Bot lane, sorry. The mid lane. I may have messed that up a couple times.
Yeah. Nocturne actually sneaking away the blue buff might get out as well. Yeah, he does. Safe. Trundle got double scuttle, so that's really nice.
We're actually going to see, you know, a little bit of trades in the bot lane, but mainly it's focused on this mid lane. We're going to see Dev. Oh, we're going to hand back to the bot lane for some reason. How are we going to see a small engage into this mid lane though? You know, Library's doing a little bit of damage onto King Xerath as well. You know, nothing really going to come out of that. King Xerath staying on moderately high HP.
Yeah, Nocturne just trying to pass through the mid lane to get
a
to
big engage
side.
on the bot lane though. Sensational going to get quite low. Moby's also going to get quite low. The flash on Sensational heal. First blood going down to Moby on the Lucian. Also popping the flash from the Xayah for all the summoners onto the red side here as well.
Side didn't expend her heal, sorry. But Rakan didn't expend his flash, and Onyx expended all the summoners, so there's a summon advantage on Topaz side, but they're killed down.
They are killed down this bot lane, and are missing a lot of minions for that as well, so a lot of XP gold and everything. Ooh, you know, King Xerath almost picking up a kill in the mid lane there as well, just a bit of a sneaky one. He did have the ignite, so I'm surprised he didn't try and throw that one down.
Yeah, I believe he could have gone for the ignite on when he threw his last auto attack. But yeah, he's really bullying this Akali a lot. There's a lot, actually already a big CS difference in the mid lane. A 10-15 CS difference.
Yeah, definitely. We're actually going to see we are actually going to see the Akali like building into a what's it called? I'll quickly hover. A Dark Seal, which is quite interesting, but Peter's going to get engaged on the full stacks from the Darius. Peter's probably going to be forced to base here, but he might just TP back for the minions. Like I was saying, you know, the Dark Seal on Akali in this situation, is it really the best pick?
Well, he gets more, like his health potions are better now, and if he gets those kills, he gets more stacks, so it could be good. And I actually think it's the best option here. I don't think there's any better option. I think it's overall just better than going for like a Amp Tome or a Longsword.
Okay, so another thing that's like been going on a little bit, you know, these trades in the top lane, Meister Llama just really bullying Peter out of his own lane. Peter's already used the TP and he's already starting to get low again. We're going to see a small engage. Sensational's going to take a little bit of damage. Moby's going to take even more. Moby's going to get rooted and go to about half HP. And an engage King Xerath is going to get quite low. And looks like Lyrics does know which one King Xerath was. King Xerath might be forced to base soon, but Trundle's coming into the mid lane as well.
Trundle's looking for the gank here. Librix has no W.
Yeah, but Trundle's not really able to get much out of it, you know. Librix having that E, just being able to get away so easily. Meister Llama, level 6, go for the engage onto Peter. He's going to pop the ghost, he's going for this hard engage, a double flash. However, is that enough? Peter's going to be able to pick up the kill, but also Meister picking up a kill. That is a double trade in the top lane. Peter's bastard might be able to push out that wave just a little bit, though. Really interesting, that.
Best outcome Sion could have wished for. That's so... well... that's honestly the best. I have no other words. Darius could have probably gotten the 1-for-0 there, but yeah, best outcome.
Yeah, also sadly, like I don't think Darius needed to flash there. I think popping the ghost for the flash was a really good trade for the Darius, and then obviously Sion didn't have the TP. He wasn't able to do anything, but he really did greed to try and pick up that kill there. He did pay the price for it.
Well, he wins the trade, to be honest, because his lane is pushing. Actually, he doesn't win the trade. That's probably bad, because his lane was pushing, so he loses a lot more minions than Sion does.
That's very true. However, he did push that level 6. Sion didn't actually have his ultimate there, so, you know, if he keeps playing like that, it's probably not going to end up. Peter might just be able to salvage another counter in this lane again. Well, not really counter, but aggressive lane.
Well, Darius is really a lot more scarier late game, I'd say.
Good point. Oh, then again, we're not 100% sure about this new Urgot, but we are actually going to see Sensational is going to fall a little bit behind on his minions. Unlike Moby was last game, he was a bit more favoured in the early game. Too Sensational, but obviously that death is really going to start putting him behind just a little bit.
Well, that is the difference of Lucian. Sensational had the Lucian last game. Now Moby has it. Let's see how if it makes any difference.
Yeah, we see. You know, I think the Zyra can't have enough pressure in this bot lane to be able to do really whatever they please. Apart from when it comes to towers, so obviously Cyril's having a lot of CC, but you know we can see that they're quite scared of the Zyra Khan right now in this bot lane, especially with this massive minion wave. They don't want to go anywhere close to it.
Yeah, it's just bad. You don't want to fight in a big minion wave. That's not really what you're looking to do. How's the jungle going actually? Okay, Trundle's up about 4 camps. And Nocturne has hit his level 6, so he's looking to gank somewhere. I think his first gank will probably go bot side.
There hasn't really been much ganks just yet, has there?
No, they're not really gank heavy champions early. Trundle can gank, but not really the best. And Nocturne needs that level 6. Looking for the blue buff now though. It's gonna be a smite fight here. And
we are gonna see. Yeah, Dez is going to get forced off with Halvin Nico coming in from the backline. There is going to be a Rakan as well. Nico's going to be able to get the ultimate off and the E. And there's a massive engage. Dez is going to fall down. Rakan, however, picking up the kill, which isn't so great for
Topaz.
Topaz, yeah, sorry about that. I completely forgot. You know, the last game with the blue side and everything kind of messed me up.
Oh, they're going to look for the dragon now. Should be a pretty free pickup. Nocturne is running. So he's probably just going to look for the gank now. Make his first play with the ulti and really he has to make this count.
Oh, there we go. There's the engage. Nico's going to miss the E. Akali's going to go heavy for it. Akali's still got the last proc of the ult with the flash and the ignite. King Xerath is going to fall down. The solo kill from Akali. Trundle picking up the dragon. But then we're going to see King Xerath is going to fall down to Librix.
Yeah, this is really good. It's a change from the last game and some of the other games in this series where Librix actually got solo killed. On like he played Yasuo versus Seraph in one of the earlier games, and he got solo killed by Seraph. So it's good to see him being an assassin and making it work.
He's actually going to get the he's going to go back to base here. He is going to be able to maybe pick up a couple items with that kill. Yeah, we're going to see 2 longswords coming out there. He's got that Dark Seal, like he said, the Dark Seal coming into play now with the 2 stacks from that solo kill.
Yeah, he's also got the Hextech Revolver. So Akali's damage really hasn't been touched, and like the nerf, it was only her like sustain. She still deals a shitload of damage, and even more if she gets ahead. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
We definitely could see an engage from the Rakan here onto Reels. There we go. We're going to see the engage, the knock up, and maybe even the follow by the root. The massive Zyra ultimate coming down, but this isn't really going to be able to hit anybody with it. Everyone's been kind of walking out of the way of that.
Yeah, they trade ultis for ulti. Now it comes down to who has the longer cooldown, and Saya does by 20 seconds.
He might be able to pick up a play here with those minions though, maybe. Seril's is quite low and he doesn't have that ultimate. We're going to see an engage onto Rakan though. Seril's is going to take a little bit of damage for it though. And the Rue with the last little feather there.
Yeah.
There we go, Akali going for even more damage. They're starting to dominate this lane a little bit. Yeah. You know, the Darius really doesn't have that much pressure in this lane anymore. It's kind of falling off for him a little bit.
Okay, yeah, it is. He still has to kill pressure though. And the perfect execution actually went down from Akali in the mid lane. But Trundle comes by and denies Akali getting a solo kill maybe.
Yeah, however, there is going to be a plate or 2 falling for Topaz here in this bot lane. For Topaz's favour. Ooh.
That was pretty close, that one.
That was pretty close. Idol just kind of cutting it a bit close, honestly.
Yep. Just dancing around the herald in top side. Both teams probably want to grab it.
We are actually going to see, if you look at the CS leads in the top lane and bot lane here, we are going to see how Onyx is really kind of performing quite well when it comes to these CS leads.
Yeah, they have good matchup top lane, Lucian, Saya, bot lane.
The only problem is the Nocturne's kind of falling behind a good amount of jungle camps by this Trundle, which is kind of keeping the Goldie close to even at the moment.
Yeah, that is true. I'd say it is to be expected. for Lucian to have a CS lead and Darius. Kinda surprised about that Trundle 30 CS lead actually.
Yeah, perhaps.
Also surprised not seeing Darius go Black Cleaver this game. He's against 2 tanks. Well, they're gonna have a lot of armor. He needs to shred that shit, but he's going Triforce.
I mean, maybe he did just want to try and keep up with this side. I'm going to see Dez is going to be forced to fight here. He's going to be flash out though. They might be able to go for a counter engage. We're going to see a Carly going for the engage. Dez is going to get really low. Dez is just going to escape with a Sound jumping straight onto him. Sound's going to be able to pick up the kill. King Zareth going for the massive ultimate. And we're going to see, there we go, good Librix might fall down here. There we go. King Zareth picking up a kill onto Librix.
There's a fight in bot lane.
Another fight into the bot lane. We're going to see Lucian's falling down. Then we're going to see Sreels is going to take a lot of damage, be forced to back off as well. 3 kills for nothing. For the blue side here. We're going to see, you know... Oh, this is interesting. And another couple plates or something like that. Maybe another kill on Searles.
Top lane.
There's a small engage into the top lane. Yeah, Darius is going to get taken quite low. Peter might be able to hard go for this engage here. He is going to be able to get the damage, but there we go. Nico picking up the kill. King Zareth getting another kill. That's huge. That 6 kills to 3. They're really pulling it back now from that small, that small little grasp of hope that the red team had.
This was a huge turn in play. They were down about 1,000 gold, and there's a CS difference in bot lane, which is kind of depleted now. And actually a fight happened.
Sensational, going a little damage onto Moby. Moby's going to be forced to pop the ultimate, and the heal to back off. Moby's going to fall, so Moby's going to get a kill, sorry. Oh, no, Moby's not going to get a kill, sorry about that. Sreels is going to pick up the kill. Sensational's going to fall down. I'll be mixed up with the names there, but... Yeah.
Bit agreed, wanna push the wave out, but then dies for it. Trundle gets the Herald, which is a really nice play. Just to look where he's gonna utilize this. Well, they won the skirmish so hard on the top side.
Doing a lot of damage.
They got 3 kills for none, which turns the game around so much.
Yeah, it really does, and also being able to pick up the Rift Herald as well is going to be quite a big play. They might be able to try and push for another tower.
Yeah. By the way, Onyx's support is named Krells, not Krells.
Oh, not Creels. Okay, sorry about that.
Krells.
Slight mispronounced the pronunciation. Sort of knew that was going to happen at least one point in these games.
All Gucci. Nocturne's gonna go for the Drake. And Ocean Drakes. They're gonna tie Ocean Drakes up, which is fine.
Krell's going for the engage here onto the Silence. Silence really just going to win that, honestly. Krell's taking a couple turret shots. There we go. Small engage. Dez is going to take a lot of damage. Dez is going to be forced to back off. However, Lyrex going hard into this engage. He's going to get caught out just a little bit. The ultimate coming down. However, Dez is going to go for the re-engage. Lyrex going to pick up the kill. Dez might also fall down. Dez is just going to live. A double kill for Lyrex going for an engage onto Peter. Nothing's really going to come of that, but King Zareth and Genial Niak falling down for Librix. There we go. We're going to pick up a tower in the top lane. Sensational and Eldorf, sorry. Eidolf, there you go. Yeah, sorry. I can't see the I's and the L's. Apologies for that.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a good fight for Topaz, but I didn't see Onyx's bot lane roam up just a lot faster since Rakan and Zaya's top side, they have the advantage in people down on the bot side. So I'm really surprised Topaz actually chose to go for that engage.
They did get, I guess they did get a tower out of it, but they also lose a tower from it as well. So, you know, this is making the game a little bit more evened up. We're going to see the gold starting to even up a little bit more to what it was before.
Protecting Moby. But yes, to stop the recall anyway. Trundle puts down the Rift Herald in mid lane and they are looking to siege.
Yeah, they might just go for the siege here. They do see that Librix is in the bot lane. They are going to try and go for a small siege there. I don't think they'll be able to get it just yet because there is 4 members of the red team here. Onyx trying to protect us as much as they can. However, there's going to be a big amount of damage being taken because of the Zaya. They're going to be able to push for this tower there. Perfect.
Kali was looking to flank, but Topaz spotted her on the pink ward in the river bush.
Really denying that engage actually then. Not much going around, not much really going around the map here. Sort of a little bit of a reset for a few members of Onyx here.
Yeah, looking to reset, get back out on the map. Darius is gonna look to stay top lane. They have two split pushes kinda, but they have no TP. It's really difficult if Topaz goes for a Baron. Onyx has to push the waves out a lot.
There might be a fight here. We can see Moby gets caught out. Moby's going to take a lot of damage. Moby's going to fall down really early. I'm going to see Librix versus Peter into the bot lane. Nothing really else is coming from the top lane. Librix might actually lose to Peter here in this bot lane. He's going to take a lot of damage. There we go. Librix really doing a good play against the Peter there. Krell's going to be taking a bit of damage as well. Really good trade, actually.
Yeah, Librix wins that one. Lion doesn't really have a lot of damage, and he has no magic resist, so...
Very true. We are going to see the top lane tower is going to fall down as well as the Darius as well. Oh, a pause. Good DC.
Yeah, Librix disconnected Onyx's mid laner.
Well, at least you didn't disconnect this time, because that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, Llama ended up going down the top lane, and Topaz get another tower as the result of it. So they're really getting a lot more towers than Onyx this game, but even so, the gold is only about 3k ahead for Topaz, even though they have 3 towers more.
Yeah, and this game is one of those ones where I feel like there could definitely be a comeback for Onyx's side, but I'm not 100% sure if they're going to be able to pull that off. You know, we have been seeing... Oh, there we go. We haven't seen the blue side really been dominating this game so far.
Yeah, well,
towers-wise.
Lucian is an early game AD carry, and Sai is a really fucking strong late game AD carry, so there's going to be a difference in damage numbers there. How you... Like, they really need to utilize Lucian like to his fullest extent if they want to do something.
We're actually going to see the Barons coming up in 30 seconds, as well as the Dragon coming up in 1 minute and 30 seconds, and... What dragon actually is that? We are going to see a ocean dragon coming up.
It's not just a third ocean dragon. At least we won't have more of those.
I do want to see a bit of infernal dragon, make this game a little bit more spicy, maybe more plays around the dragon or something similar of the sort.
I don't think there's going to be that big of a fight around that ocean dragon.
No.
I don't really think anyone cares. They might just trade like wave priority for an ocean dragon. Not really the biggest thing in the world.
Carl is actually getting a lot of stacks onto the Darkseal, 6 stacks. You know, that's actually quite big. That's giving her a lot of AP.
Yeah, she's actually 4-1 as well, with a 20 CS lead.
She's all over those side lanes though, which she's not really helping out our team that much. But to be fair, you know, Onyx is actually proving themselves quite well as a 4-man. You know, with this Akali going top and bottom all the time.
Oh yeah, Akali's just looking to get that like 1v1 against someone. No one really has any magic resist. Trundle has a Negatron cloak, that's about it.
Yeah, obviously, exactly, so... I'm actually going to see maybe a bit of a skirmish between King Xerath and Librix here.
As Meister Llama pulls in Peter Perger.
And Meister Llama really not doing any damage though. Like, oh, the massive engage on Meister Llama is just going to fall straight down. You know, he's going to get bursted down. I'm not sure he should have gone for that engage, especially with how much armor the Scion had. Oh, an engage from King Xerath and Librix. Librix is going to get really low. Librix is going to fall down to King Xerath. You know, Onyx are trying to go for this Baron here. We're going to see a TP coming in. We're going to see an engage from Dez onto King Xerath. King Xerath's going to be able to get away with the flash there. We're going to see Peter trying to go for that kill onto Dez there. And we're going to see the bot is also coming up as well. Just going to be able to get away.
Might just go for the Baron here. No, they won't decide to.
Yeah, I think it was maybe a little bit too risky, maybe with the Nocturne having his smite up, and obviously like the bot lane being there. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe Dez might just get killed here. We're going to see King Xerath getting the E, but you know the spell shield blocking that.
Topaz gets a tower out of this, gets to counter jungle the bot side, and they probably get Ocean Dragon too. Onyx looks like they wanna fight this.
I'm not 100% sure if they can. You know, they've not got the Nocturne. Nocturne also doesn't have his ultimate to get back into that fight, so it will be a 4v5 if they do decide to fight this.
Yeah, they have only Darius ulti up, and Topaz has every ulti up except Trundle and Cyan.
Well, they see Onyx getting caught with me. Nah, they're gonna force them back off there. You know, they're gonna go back and reset. They've got a little bit of gold from that. You know, they're 3.5k gold ahead.
Yeah, they're doing really well. Right now, Topaz, they're gonna look to clear out a lot of vision around the Baron, and then just keep getting that mid lane priority and top lane priority, and having Cyan bot lane. He has no teleport though, so it's gonna be a 4v4 in top lane.
Yeah, something also worth pointing out, I think, is that the ward control around this Baron is so heavily favored actually towards Onyx here. You know, they have all those wards, but you know, will those wards actually serve them well if, you know, I forgot the name again, but
Topaz.
Yeah, Topaz do decide to go for this Baron. Will all those wards really help? Even though actually they're gonna all get cleared now anyway.
They're all gonna get cleared now. Oh, that's a bad pink one actually.
Yeah, that's missed the pit a little bit.
Yeah, pink ward is bad. There you go. It gets replaced as it should.
Genial. You know, he's close. I think he's tempted, but you know, there's 4 members
Charging battery.
really trying to close in on him. I don't think he wants to go for that.
Oh, Trundle looking for a bit of an assassination here. I don't think Nocturne really wants to fight this. Nocturne loses that fight really hard, especially since Trundle has like 200 armor. I'm pretty sure he has 210 armor. Nocturne has no items.
Well, I see Genial
Trundle
really
doesn't give a care. Like, he just walks into the faces. So tanky.
Oh! I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it was funny. They might actually look. I think they definitely could go for the Baron here. They've really, like, you know, the Akali's in the bot lane. I think they could definitely go for the push onto it. They've got the wards. They know that Onyx don't have any wards around, so like, I think Topaz could definitely go for it.
A bit of a flaw is that they should have had Nico mid lane and push out this wave. They're gonna have Trundle, dude, and then they're gonna start up the Baron as 3-man.
And there we go, with the Baron calls coming out, Sensational doing a lot of damage. I don't think Onyx are really going to even try to contest this. Maybe they might try and get ready to a ward followed by Nocturne, but it's just warded everywhere. They really can't go for this without just getting maybe caught out or spied on. They're not going to get vision. They do know that Topaz
Topaz should still continue though.
Yeah, they are going to
continue. Just clear the ward in the...
Oh, they're still going for it. They're still going for it. What's going to happen here? Dez doesn't have the ultimate.
There's no flash from Dez, and he has no ulti as well.
Moby's popping the ultimate as well. They really don't have a lot here. They're definitely going to try and burst this down. There we go. A massive engage. Well, the double engage. The charm onto Lucian. Lucian's going to be able to fall down. Oh, no, Lucian's just going to be able to get away. However, the flash from Sensational onto Moby. Moby's just going to be able to get away. Nocturne's going to fall down. They're going to jump straight onto Krez. Krells might just be able to sneak away from this using his Q. However, that slow from the Trundle is going to be awful. Krells is going to fall down here. And they are going to pick up the Baron. However, you know, the Akali in the bot lane. Akali's going to start pushing these towers as well. Oh, they do pick up the Baron and 2 kills though. Yeah,
Akali should be able to get out here. He has the ulti as well. Actually, Nico is pretty fast.
Nico does not have that flash to catch up for just a second there. Now they're going to back off that. Oh, there we go.
So looking
into the mid lane. Sensational taking a lot of damage. However, Sensational also delivering a lot. Moby's joined the fight as well. Genial's going to be forced to back off. Meister Llama is going to take a lot of damage. Might be forced to back off as well. Dez is here. Dez does not have his ultimate, but he can't go for these engages.
Yeah, Rakan is here too now. Akali's looking for the flank, but he's been spotted a long way. Might still get it though.
He might be able to still catch up to them. We go Librex. He's going to get caught out though. He's going to be able to get the stun off, and the Zhonya's maybe just might be able to live this one. Librex is going to just get behind their team and is going to fall down there. We're also going to see Trundle picking up the kill. The stun going onto Dez. Dez is definitely going to fall down here. You know, but bit of a... Oh, Krells is also going to get engaged on. Moby and Krells might fall down. Krells is going to pop the ultimate to get away. We're going to see the Sound ultimate is going around to try and catch up to him around the back. Krells might be able to still get caught out here.
Oh, they're really going to have this.
Back to the tower. They're really going for the tower dive onto this. Krell's is going to try and maybe survive just a little bit longer, but these Qs are just dragging him away. They're going really, really deep for Krell's here. Oh, they're going to be able to pick up the kill. They're also going to go for the inhibitor here. When they've got this Baron, they might even be able to win this game, maybe.
Yeah, there's 10 seconds on Nocturne Akali and 30 seconds on Lawless. They should be able to get this.
Yeah, they've got the minions as well. They're going to be tanking the towers. They've got the redemption popping. They're pushing these towers down really, really fast. These Baron minions, they're going to start pushing, and it looks like this might just be the end of the game. Moby might fall down as well. The ult's being popped. They're being a bit cocky here. They're getting a bit low. We're going to see they're all converging onto the Nexus, and there we go, picking up the win for all 3 games. That is the end of the series there.
3-1 for Topaz. They actually end up doing it, and 2-0ing Onyx on stream right now, and the 1-1 from the games in the LAN tournament. Oh, they actually win the Wintersplit. That's so... They have played so well, as we seen on stream right there.
Yeah, Topaz played absolutely incredible. Really enjoyed the play from them there.
Yeah, congratulations, honestly. Like, they are the Wintersplit champions, and we're really looking forward to hopefully seeing some of the players back. Because I know there's 2 substitutes on the team right there. The support and the top laner was substitutes. We're really looking forward to seeing them in the spring split if they're going to be there.
Yeah, definitely. I really did enjoy these 2 games. Both of them quite exciting, and both of them, you know, Topaz played really, really well, and you know, like it sounds bad, but I'm almost surprised in a way of like that they were able that they lost these games in the series, considering how well they played in these 2 games that I've seen them play today.
Yeah, the game they lost was pretty close, I'm pretty sure, and I think it was the first game of the whole series. So they reversed sweep them, kind of. Not really. Can we have a round of applause in the chat? Just type clap like that for Topaz. Well played.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah, well, definitely well played to Topaz. Topaz really did play that exceptionally, especially that last game there. You know, being all around the map, and the Gragas as well, just really, really well played.
Yeah. Onyx did so insane. He played these 2 games really well.
I think Onyx did put on a really good fight. I would like to give like, you know, a bit of a good job to Onyx for like really holding their own against those games, especially with the ranks heavily stacked against them. I still think they pulled out, you know, winning a game against them. That's still pretty good. I'm still gonna, you know, congratulate Onyx just a little bit because they still played quite well.
They got 2nd place. Like,
they're 2nd place.
That's still a good feat, and they only played together for like, I don't know how many months, but only in the Wintersplit I'm pretty sure they played together since the start of that. So that's like 4 months.
Yeah, and also someone's asked in the chat, don't ban in Acid is going to be an MVP vote. Do you know that?
Well, I don't know if I should have made one, which is what I normally do. Anything, Trine? Trine is making one, so stay tuned and vote for that MVP. Who are you saying? Who are you voting for?
Oh, I personally actually think I'm going to vote for the Genial Niak. Actually, I think Genial Niak played really, really well in both of those games. I think I'd give him the MVP from the 2 games that I've seen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game they won, he didn't really play that well in the game they won, actually, I'm pretty sure, out of this series right now. But yeah, these 2 games, he was playing phenomenally well. Like, I wouldn't vote for Sion in the top lane. He just played Sion 4 games in a row. Pretty boring, probably.
There we go, yeah.
Trine, you're not muted.
There we go. But, oh, another straw poll.
Yeah,
Oh, the MVP for
King
Onyx.
Seraph
Ooh.
also did decently. He basically just played mages into assassins, and he held his own against them. was kind of expecting Librix to be able to do a lot more in those, which I really think that's what they're hoping for as well, since they kept picking assassins.
I think so. Who's your MVP for Onyx? Do you think?
I'd say I'm going Krells. Krells is my MVP for Onyx.
Why do you say Krells?
The game they won, which you didn't see,
Yeah.
which was on LAN, he had a phenomenal fresh game. He had a really good fresh game, which is why they ended up banning fresh the other 3 games they won.
Okay,
That's why.
Well, actually, I personally chose Moby as my MVP for that. Obviously, because I've only seen 2 games, so my judgment isn't amazing, but I really do think Moby played quite well. You know, he obviously wasn't able to carry the first game. That's also a game with 3 overall, but I still think he played really, really well, and I still kind of want to give him a bit of a good job because I think I think he held his own quite well.
Yeah, he was my second pick. I was gonna say Moby, but I just remembered that fresh game, and he was really insane.
Because I think some of the last couple votes are coming in here. I don't think we're going to get that many more. We can see Don't Ban Nida being Genial Niak getting most of the votes, honestly.
Yeah, that's deserving, I'd say. And it's really split along Onyx. No one's really the favorite.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, a really good job though to both teams, especially Topaz, because Topaz were the bomb. But I think they played really well.
Yeah, well, I think that's it for us, guys. Topaz ended up winning the Wintersplit, the first split, boys. You have to tune in. There's so many games. There's 4 divisions, 10 teams in each division, basically. It's gonna be hell of a lot of fun. I might be present in those games as well. Not as a caster, but a player.
I might definitely be present as a caster, hopefully, anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna love to hear your casting, Nua.
I've got tears from the casting. My casting was a little bit off today, but I think I did okay in the end.
Well, you're new to this scene, so you're just gonna have to learn the names of the teams.
And the abilities, that's another thing I need to do.
Well, we'll see you another time.
Yeah,
have a good night, boys.
See you later.